Hey guys, it's Cole from TCD Cardcast, and today we're doing our first video entry, video episode. What did we decide last time?
Like video podcast?
What's a video podcast?
Yeah, but you can say
people-
vlog or what?
They're episodes,
They're
right?
episodes.
Most people just call these videos.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Our first video. So I kept getting shit from Invoke 101 about my podcasts not being interesting because there's nothing to look at other than the black screen. So
Now you got something.
And I got something. So this week I figured, with the Megatins literally being announced the day after we recorded our last podcast, I figured we would talk about the Megatins.
The Megatin, yeah.
So I actually have it pulled up on my laptop. This is the first time I've actually ever had like my laptop in front of me when we're doing a podcast. So I just figured I'd go over like the Megatin stuff. So 2019 Gold Sarcophagus Tin. I'm sure you guys have seen what it looks like. It's like the Gold Sarcophagus. The 2019 Gold Sarcophagus Megatin is fashioned after the iconic Golden Sarcophagus and is designed to reduce the amount of wear and tear sustained by the cards you keep in it, making a stylish and efficient way to store cards that are important to you. It's something I'm doing an ad read.
Pre-order it now.
Dude, that'd be great if Konami would give me an ad. Would
Yeah, I don't even. I forgot.
hook us up.
Yeah.
Here's your free Gold Sarcophagus Tin for shouting us out.
We literally have to
We gotta figure this out. Each tin will come with 3 prismatic secret rare variant cards, which is really cool. 2 cards from a set of 6 new cards with art by Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 cards from a set of 5 from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Animated series, which include the 3 Egyptian God cards with art by Kazuki Takahashi. This is going to lead me into my next point, which is the surprise topic I want to bring up with you guys, that these guys have been dying to figure out.
He said he had a surprise topic for us, and I've been waiting all day.
And then 1 of 3 new world premiere cards designed to be usable in any deck and help you stage a comeback against some of the fastest strategies that might come from your opponent. 1 card prevents graveyard dumping, another punishes your opponent if they summon too many monsters, and the 3rd gives you a reprieve if they set up a monstrously monstrously large field on their first turn. It just sounds like
Monstrously, maybe?
If they summon too many monsters, the one that punishes them for that, sounds like they're just going to reprint Maxi.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Ghost Bell, whatever her name is.
Ghost Bell,
In addition, each tin has 3 mega packs of a specially crafted set featuring popular cards released in 2018, like Danger Tsuchinoko. Really important reprint. That card's like $70-something right now, I think. The last time I checked, it may have gone like way down since I think the last time I checked was like back in January, so it's probably
like a few months.
Yeah, it's probably gone since then. Nightmare Mermaid and Called by the Grave. Each 16-card mega pack has 12 commons, 1 rare, 1 super rare, 1 ultra, and 1 prismatic secret rare. All the foil cards in these mega packs appear in different rarities than their original 2018 releases, adding a further element of mystery and excitement to the 2019 Gold Sarcophagus Tin.
Yeah.
So,
when is this released? Because I think it's August.
So, official tournament store launch date is the 8th of. So, it's the 29th of.
I know it was like late in the year.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. August.
August?
Yeah, August.
However, its official launch date is the 30th of August. And then the time when they will be legal in Konami tournaments will be the same day that it is released. And MSRP $19.99 for 10. So.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Set size is TBD. I don't know what that means exactly. But
To be determined.
Okay, there we go. I do have a list here that Invoke 101 gave me because he's an awesome dude. Loves helping me out, even though he gave me some really harsh criticism. What's up?
For some of those cards in there, I actually heard some things about that some of the cards that we're getting in the box that the OCG is not getting.
So there's a I don't know. I heard something about that too. I'm not too sure about that. I didn't look too much into that.
I haven't either, but I heard about that.
Yeah, there's a few cards that are going to be in the Megatin that the OCG I'm not going to get, but that's cool because they got all the really cool tokens, so we don't get shit. So.
So first off, we're getting Flames of Destruction, Savage Strike, Soul Fusion, and Cybernetic Horizon, which is good for me because I need Savage Horizon. Annoyingly, however, the card that Cyber Emergency, the deck that, or the pack that Cyber Emergency comes out of, not in this Megatin.
Oh.
Bugs me. But I do think Rev System came out of Sci-Ho. So that's good. Film's Destruction, pretty good. Savage Strike, really good. Soul Fusion.
Soul Fusion. I never opened a Soul Fusion.
I did a complete set opening on New Year's Eve on my
Yeah.
channel. Yeah, I think what I do with most of my videos like that, like all my ban list reaction videos and all the videos that are like not like going over decks or dueling, after like about a month of them being up, I will unlist them and then I'll put them in a playlist. So if you want to see them, you can go into the playlist and check them out, but they won't clog up the main flow of the channel. Yeah, the dashboard. So let's talk about the promo cards. 3 Egyptian God cards.
Yeah.
With art by Katsuki Takahashi, which means they're probably going to be
The same one.
the Shonen Jump promotional ones.
I thought they were going to be new arts because I mean, like I said this to Nicole the other day. We literally have movie arts for Obelisk and Slifer, but not one for Raw. So I think it'd be. I mean, I know Raw wasn't in there, but
Neither was Slifer.
Huh?
Slifer wasn't in the movie either.
Yeah, he was. He was like shown for like a split second when like Yugi was like looking back on like the duel because he was looking at his deck of cards and they're like, "What's the problem, duel?"
Oh yeah, well yeah. He was having the flashback to like a 10. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he was in there for like 2 seconds.
That makes sense.
But I mean, like,
I totally forgot about that scene. In all honesty.
I mean, if they're gonna do 2 of the God cards, do the 3rd one. So I feel like they should all.
Well, I think that's their way of getting back at Raw for having extra forms, like having Sphere mode and Phoenix mode and shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Just out of spite.
But the 3 Egyptian God cards, secret rare prismatic in their artwork from Shonen Jump, because they are art by Kazuki Takahashi. That seems to be the main theme of this set, which means I do have a couple of theories about what's going to be in this set, and we'll get to my surprise in a bit.
Holding us in suspense.
First of all, the Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, Red Eyes Alternative Dragon, Mana the Palladium Oracle, Ankaribo, Exodia, Keeper of the Guard, and then what was the other one? The Magician of Black Chaos Max.
Yeah, that one.
Those those cards that came out in the OCG 20th Anniversary Pack. Those are probably going to be in this because they are the art by. They are all art by Kazuki Takahashi.
Yeah.
So it would make the most sense for them to hang out in here. But I don't know if it'll be promos at all. I kind of doubt that. I can see them being promos, but I also doubt they would be promos.
I don't think they'd be promos.
I just think they'll be
I feel
just
like this has some you'd have
be
to
in the
pull.
packs.
Yeah, you had to
they'd be-
pull it.
Yeah. But the God cards, obviously, confirmed.
I turned off the fan.
Good job. Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Also, guys, please excuse any noise, any external noise. We are in a public space to do this podcast, so we hang out in a library because we're fucking nerds.
We gotta get our own place first, which is probably not gonna happen.
No,
so.
never, no.
No.
Last time I did a podcast, we did it downstairs, where there's a whole reading learning center. Is that what that's? I'm like
LRC.
an idiot for not realizing what that stood for.
Really?
Learning Reading Center.
Yeah.
I feel like such a fool. All right, so the LRC downstairs. That's where we were doing our podcast before because we can get our own room. But with these rooms, they have little areas in the ceiling where there's very obvious entrances between, or not entrances, but openings between areas.
They can fart.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry for annoying anybody around us, but
I think some people already left.
I think they just left, but I don't know. But
Hey, is there anybody there? Okay, now we're good.
All right, we're good. But I do think that is a good idea for them to release those God cards again. Personally, I'm still the
You think
world's
they're gonna be
biggest
the-
hater of that fucking obelisk artwork.
Oh, because it's just a white background,
It's
right?
just, I figured it's not a white background. It's clouds.
It's supposed to be clouds.
Well, I took an actual look at the.
those
Hang on.
ones.
Yeah, the showing there's one where it's
You're not talking about the one where he's like that, the other one,
Slifer against
the other
black
obelisk.
stormy skies,
Not the other
Raw soaring
weird one.
through the flames, and then obelisk just sitting there in the middle of a whiteboard.
Yeah. That's
Obelisk,
it's so weird.
Shonen
Obelisk is weird
Jump.
when it came to that one.
Because he said the way he looks is he's not a
Yeah.
dragon. He's one of the coolest.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
this is
that
the
one.
If you actually take a close look at it, it's actually not.
I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah. If you take a very close look, you will actually see that there is just very, very subtle little almost
Wisps.
round wispy designs in the background. So apparently it's not all gray, but it's almost impossible to see unless you're looking at the secret rare variant, unless you're looking at the ultra rare variant where it actually shines in different areas. But
I forgot to look at his tabs to see his surprise, but that's okay.
Same.
it's open. It's not open in
Oh,
the
it's in
tabs.
a file,
It's
yeah.
a note. It's a notepad I've opened up. Actually, I'm gonna close Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro real quick. Okay, there we go.
It's don't worry, we can look through his glasses.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
Okay.
Speaking of the God cards, being arts by Kazuki Takahashi, do you guys know what OCG card has art by Kazuki Takahashi and has to do with all 3 God cards?
The
Herakti
Oh,
Creator Light.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a card created artwork by Kazuki Takahashi, which means the chances of that card getting printed for us in the TCG are
Ooh.
really high in this set. Not in this set, but in this mega tin. Because think of it, promos with 3 God cards. The whole theme is giving us all those Kazuki Takahashi artworks.
Yeah, I see.
I can totally see this happening.
I love the fact that if they do that, considering what I think I talked to you about this, I want to make the whole God card set with make it a whole thing revolving around all that card.
Well, you know me, my most popular video is still that Egyptian God card video. If we get Herakti in the TCG, you can bet your ass I'm gonna double the views in that video by doing an updated version of that video. I plan on it.
Well, either way, I still want to like double down because right now it's worth a couple 100, either maybe a little more than that.
Yeah. Where did it? Was it?
I
Where
think
did
it's
it
on
come
eBay.
from?
It's eBay.
I'm trying to think. I think it was a prize card.
It was a prize card. And that's in English, and there's most of it's Japanese, obviously.
I'm looking at it. Keep talking.
Either way, because I wanted to make a whole deck revolving around all 3 God cards and trying to get them out for the obviously insta win.
Right.
Because I would have.
You can't negate her summon.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nuts.
So I mean, obviously there's better instant ones out there, but
Wait, you can or you can't?
What's that?
Can't.
You can't.
You can't negate her summon.
Okay, that because I was like, if you could negate her summon, that would be just so shitty.
Though I think you can Veiler her.
I would.
Hang on, let me read her effect.
I would be pretty mad.
Alright, this is
I was like,
so.
here's my instant win.
Cannot be normal summoned, must be special summoned from your hand by tributing 3 monsters whose original names are Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra, who required 3 tributes to summon them. So essentially, it's saying like, you can't bullshit us out of summoning the 3 God cards. They have to have been the 3 God cards.
Yeah.
It isn't too hard to summon. Ra is the only one who's kind of an issue.
Yeah.
Slifer and Obelisk, you can special summon them. Ra is the only one who's an issue because you can't special summon him.
Dude, imagine using like Prisma elements of your Prisma.
You can't.
Well, you can't because I don't think there's any fusion monsters that say the God cards as material.
Oh yeah, she's not a god card. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, she's an effect monster.
That's right.
Fun fact: in the OCG, her typing is I think it's like God Creator or something like that. It's like Creator of Light.
It was Creator of Light. I thought it was.
Yeah. She is the only monster of that type. But
Well, what kind of like archetype would she be? Like Divine Beast still, or?
Yeah, she'd be Divine Beast. Yeah, that's what
Mhm.
that's what I'm seeing most people making her as. It's just Divine Beast, and that makes the most sense to me. A Creator God, that's what it was.
Creator of God.
Creator God.
Creator God.
Creator God, yeah. Like she is the Creator God.
Of the 3 Egyptian god cards, yeah.
Interesting.
But I do think we have a very high chance of getting Herakti out of this pack, out of these tins, and I feel like Konami will not tell us until it's the last second, if at all possible. Because I feel like this is the thing the TCG has been waiting for too long.
They shouldn't tell us. They should just. I feel like it should just be put in there.
You know what the sad truth is? That's never gonna happen.
I know.
No.
We're gonna get so many leaks.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna not spoil anything. There's the full movie for fucking Infinity War is already out there. Not the full movie, but there's already enough of the Endgame movie out there that you can pretty much see the whole movie.
No, okay. Going off of that, I've not watched a single trailer for that.
That's
reason.
good. You're a stronger man than IJ.
Yeah, no, we're gonna like as a quick side like conversation about Endgame. I've seen like all the trailers and like the little game or the TV spots or whatever the hell.
Right.
Good for you.
Like I mean, they all kind of have like the same footage. Like this, like each trailer is just kind of recycled.
Yeah, it's just in a different order or whatever. But back to that, I can actually cross that off my list real quick. So let me quickly cross that and quickly. Oh, don't do that. And quickly cross that. Okay. So we already talked about. Well, we kind of talked about the promos. Let's talk about the design of the tin. What do you guys think of it?
I actually like the tin design.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool with the whole golden sarcophagus look. And unlike the other ones, you know how it's like kind of a rectangle. This was actually supposed to be a little long. I think they said it was a little wider than the
It
other
definitely
ones.
looks a little longer. Yeah.
It does.
This almost looks like the size of a legendary deck. box
Exactly.
From what I'm looking at it.
So I'm actually curious if it's actually because it says 10.
No, it's not gonna be a legendary deck. They'd say.
I know it
legendary
would
decks,
be.
wouldn't
I
say
know.
one.
I kind of. Well, I'm saying I wish it's kind of looks like a box more than a tin by the look of it.
I can see I can see it being a tin. Like I can see the lid of the tin from here. But
Can you?
yeah, you can see it. It's like right there.
I
You can see the
don't know. It looks more like a like.
You know why it looks more like a box? Because the side artwork for this box is the exact same as the Legendary Collection, or as the Legendary Decks 2. And you see that every day when I pull it out of my backpack.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I keep all my character decks in it. You see that box every single day, and that's probably why you relate to it like that.
I honestly like the design because they've been through like a few different designs for the tins. Like I remember the first kind of tins were like they had like the characters and like the monsters, and then they also had like the ones where you'd have like the promo card showing through the tin, and then we obviously have like our basic tins now.
Yeah, now we have like our basic character tins,
Like
where we
that.
just get
Back to the characters and the monsters.
right back to characters. Characters and monsters that somewhat relate to them.
I think the tin that we're getting this year, the mega tin, is gonna be like the same like width as this, but just probably like this.
Probably a
much
little longer.
Just a little longer.
Yeah.
Because it said it's able to store cards now. Like
That's true. They
Yeah,
said
it did say
it's
that.
designed to store cards. You know, what'd be really fascinating to see is if it had dividers in it.
Oh, dude, that'd be so.
Oh.
That'd be really interesting. You know, like Corbin's like
Oh,
briefcase
the
of
briefcase.
cards?
Oh, they have the divider for the
Do you know what Corbin's
spells.
briefcase looks like?
I-
So our friend Corbin has like those
Actually,
like,
has he ever even met?
I don't
I've
think
never
he's-
met Corbin.
Okay, so our friend Corbin has like, you know the episode of Battle City where like Kaiba's like, you're a scrub, put these rare cards in your deck and duel me,
yeah.
and he busts out the big ass briefcase. Corbin has one of those, and he actually has like a line of cards, and he has like all his cards like stacked in it, like how I have my my boxes stacked, where they're all sideways. But he has like little foam dividers in them, so it separates them.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Obviously, they won't do that, but
No.
I'm thinking because these mega tins usually come with that
Like the plastic.
really annoying plastic that like scrapes on the sides and all that crap.
Yeah.
If they just cut the crap out of that, like they just did like a flat piece of plastic with the indentation in it, and then they put two dividers underneath it to hold it up in the box, that'd be really cool.
Now, here's one thing I wanted to like talk about for these tins,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just a personal thing. So like they're character tins. Well, this one's not going to be this year, but this like Jaden Yuki's tin, right?
Mm-hmm.
It had like Nebula and Neos, but like every other card in it
Was not
was
a
anything
hero.
that had to do
with
anything
Jaden.
with Jaden Yuki.
But it was almost the same. I think Yusei got a way better tin than
Yusei
Jade
probably
did,
did.
only because
I
Yusei
mean-
got a bunch of junk and
Well, I mean, when you go for the character wise, yeah. I think personally, I like Jaden's better.
I personally do, only because Keeper of Dragon Magic is really good,
I like Jaden's just
and
as
Nebula, and oh yeah, that's
Well, I mean,
you know,
I wonder why you like Jaden better.
Yeah.
fucking run heroes.
If you like stare at this tin like dead on, like you look like right here, you can like the indentations actually start to take real effect.
Yeah,
And it
it's
starts to actually kind of like push
pop
itself
out,
out.
and it's pretty
and
cool.
It's really cool, yeah.
But,
I didn't
yeah.
realize that until the other day. I was like looking at it, I was like, holy
But yeah, so if they're gonna make any more character tins, I would suggest, not that they would hear this, but if you guys do Konami, make the
Konami
tins more like, I guess, towards the
Character-driven.
character.
Character-driven.
Yeah, like at least for the promos, because obviously the mega packs are the mega packs. Like you can't really make those character
Right.
specific. But like, I mean, if you're gonna give us like Nebula Neos for Jaden, like the rest of it,
Ultra Rare Neos and original artwork.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep preaching this until it
We
happens.
need or an ultimate. I kind of like the ultimate rares. Those are pretty
Well,
cool because those are like it's kind of like the same thing as the tin. Like they just kind of pop almost. Like
Yeah, I've never liked Ultimate Rares. I feel like Ultimate Rares have the highest. In my opinion, I think Ultimate Rares have the highest misprint rating.
Yeah.
Because it's a very difficult process to like make them, like not compared to like other cards. Like I feel like I've seen more Ultimate Rares where the indent or the embossing on the card is like halfway up the card. It's really weird looking. Yeah. Like there's I think there's a picture I see a lot. It's Ultimate Rare.
I just gotta stare at this real quick.
You just want to stare at Jaden?
Veiler.
No, I'm trying to see what he's talking about because like
Oh,
If you look around the outline and then you look back at Neos and you look back at Jaden, you can kind of slowly see him start to pop out.
that's freaky.
Yeah, right.
But that's cool though because
Effect
that's
Veiler
cool.
But
But
he wants to give you a card.
But Yusei's had 2 tins. Okay, Yusei has had 2 tins, but I was gonna say Jaden's only had the 1. But then again, a lot of his hero cards have gotten promo tins. Like
Has
Yusei
been on a tin?
yeah, he's been on a tin before. Yeah,
That's right. He has. Yeah.
But I will say Jaden has had like quite a few, not for him specifically, but I mean like Shining Flare Wingman tin, the
Rainbow
Plasma
Neos,
Bias tin,
yeah.
the Rainbow yeah. So I mean like for these tins, don't get me wrong, like they're cool, and like they got like some packs in it, but like again, if they're gonna do character tins, make the promos more character driven.
I feel like Konami knows that they're knows that at this point in time their best selling point for larger products is nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like the legendary decks, the mega tins, making this new tin look like gold sarcophagus.
Yeah, like you
and filling it with god
sarcophagus.
cards.
Yeah,
Like, I
I mean,
think
well,
this-
the god cards were the whole nostalgia point. So, and I think that they made this a point. The rest of the cards, it was good for casual players,
Mhm.
longtime players,
Right.
and because they made a point for all that. Like, is it good for all amount of game? You know, they put something like the disrupt every field. I don't know how they're gonna like do some of those cards. I don't know how, if it's like a hand trap or like what they're gonna actually be. You know.
I'm wondering what these cards are. These like 2 cards from a set of 6 new cards, 2 cards from a set of 5 cards.
Oh, which
for the
one?
original. So this is one. It says 2 cards from the set. So the second one says 2 cards from a set of 5 cards from the original Yu-Gi-Oh animated series, which includes the 3 Egyptian god cards with art by Kazuki Takahashi. But it doesn't say that the other 2 have artwork by Kazuki Takahashi. It says the 3 Egyptian god cards do. It doesn't like specify that the other 2 do.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm curious if maybe they're going to be like secret rare reprints of
Dark-
maybe Dark
Dark Edition and Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes. Yeah,
I was
That's
thinking
what I was
that
thinking.
just because. Do you remember the Blue Eyes with Kaiba? We never got that.
You're right. We haven't.
I don't know. That's why that was just
so
me.
there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon where it's Kaiba and he's like holding a card up kind of like that, and then the
Mhm.
Blue Eyes is like flying up
Oh,
behind him.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different Blue Eyes White Dragon artwork that we don't have over here. Like there's one where like it's Blue Eyes flying through space, Blue Eyes standing up on this like.
I just
skyscraper.
love
There's
Blue
one where
Eyes,
he's,
just
like,
the
saying
one
on-
with
There's one where he's
Kaiba.
like sitting on a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that one in particular, I had my eyes on. I'm like, I don't know. There's a couple Blue Eyes cards I know he didn't get. I don't know.
Right.
But just because we don't have some stuff like that, I mean, we don't have a lot of stuff like that. Doesn't mean it's gonna be it.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's the sad truth. Until we have like official word from Konami, all we can say are speculations.
Mhm.
Well, I want to speculate this. All right. I want to speculate that this year for Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be pretty good because so far with this dual power being released,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Power.
yeah.
nostalgic
Yeah.
packs, I think like you said, they
Savage
kinda-
Strike was this year, right?
What's up?
Savage Strike was this year.
Savage
Savage
Strike?
Strike. Yeah. This pack.
That was in December.
Was that December?
That was December.
That was December. Yeah. I
But-
was thinking of Shadows. No, not Shadows of Valhalla. Shadows of Valhalla was also last year. Shit. Wow. Does anybody else realize that it's April?
Yeah,
it's April.
It's April. Or
Easter is on
halfway
Sunday.
done. We're literally halfway done with April.
Holy shit! Easter's on. Dude, what the hell? We're literally more than halfway done with April.
All right, I'm clocking out. Not kidding.
Dude? What happened? I feel like I don't remember anything from this year.
I mean, we're only 4 months into this year.
No, but it does just because we're 4 months in, it's still been 4 months that just
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah. I think I can tell you guys what happened this year.
Thanos jerking himself off with a time stone somewhere, like just.
If he could make the next few months go by faster, so this Megaton can get released, I would appreciate that.
If Thanos could just put me forward in time so I could see what the legendary decks are, come back and be like, hey guys, it's gonna be this, and then be like, oh, you're a fucking loser, and then I'm gonna be like, haha, fucking gotcha, I know what they are.
It's like, sure, I'm just gonna buy one and bring it back with me.
Dude, I'd kill Thanos for legendary decks. I'd duel him.
You're gonna
imagine-
duel
What are the
Thanos?
chances Thanos plays fucking Exodia?
Dude, imagine just like Thanos.
He would.
Yeah.
Thanos is like against the Avengers. He goes, "All right, guys, tell you what, I'll take off the gauntlet and I'll fight you guys fair and square. But in order to beat me, you have to duel." And they just go, "What the fuck?" They just-
And then Tony Stark's like, you're fucking.
Yeah.
No, and then Peter Parker's like, that's it, you're on. He's like, what the hell are you talking about?
He
And
just pulls out.
Tony Stark's like his
Bleeding edge, his, like,
boss just turned into a dual disc.
Dude, like
He would.
Bro, the little spots for the Infinity Gauntlet for the stones, that's where he puts his cards.
Oh, dude, every time they glow up too. Oh man.
Bro.
All right, we're gonna have to have this Marvel Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. Like Infinity War was a crossover event, but now a bigger one.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Konami, we need to make this happen.
Konami.
Also, side note, besides the 10, just as another topic, real quick. Obviously, we had Dark Side of Dimensions as a a movie.
Not long ago, yeah. Was that 2015?
2016. GX needs a movie.
GX was gonna get a movie.
Was.
A long time ago. Like I think after Pyramid of Light, it was supposed to get its own movie. It was supposed to be Yu-Gi-Oh versus Yu-Gi-Oh GX, but that never happened.
They have to stop this shit. We already didn't even get season 4. Can we just get like they still pay some of the actors?
Hey,
though.
I mean we have season 4 dubbed Jaden. You just have to watch Bonds Beyond Time to see him.
Yeah, that's true.
And Bonds Beyond Time isn't on any streaming
Well,
service.
Yeah,
Actually, no. There's a way to.
hey.
There's a way to. I actually found it.
Where's that?
If you look up Bonds Beyond Time right now on Google, it's like the first link. I forgot what the app is called, but it's on there for free. It's like an hour. I watched it.
Well, I mean, what I do is I have this app, and I'm just going
I didn't know that they showed movies on Wikipedia.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, I didn't know you used Bing.
You use Bing?
I use Bing.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
It's like I'm sorry. I'm throwing you under the bus in front of everyone.
No, that's not throwing me under the bus. I think Bing is a significantly better search engine than Google.
No, I think Bing would be a better search engine than Google if it was called Bang. Think about it.
Okay, I find I feel like people are gonna call me out and be like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. They're the exact same. I personally feel like I find images for like thumbnails way better on Bing than I do on Google.
Well,
I think it's because Google has way more access to other websites, so
Yeah.
Bing has less. So I feel like I could just find like the better looking images off of Bing than all my thumbnails are made with things I find on Bing.
Fair enough.
I'll find it on Bing and I'll be like, hey Selena, make a thumbnail out of these, and she'll be like, all right, got you, B, and she'll make them.
Bing.
Yeah, Bing.
Bing.
Yeah, Bang. Like
Bing.
think about it. Like you look like you look up an actor. And you go to like Jennifer Lawrence. You go, dude, I just banged Jennifer Lawrence on my computer.
That's about where I thought that was going. That is significantly where I thought that was going.
Yeah, he's
Fair enough.
You look at Yu-Gi-Oh guys, I just banged my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Turns out their prices are this, nigga. What are you talking about? And he's like,
I just banged Dark Magician Girl. Apparently she costs blah 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 blah.
yeah. And they're like,
What? What are you
prostitute?
talking about?
I know cards. What?
Wow, we got really off topic, didn't we?
Speaking
Yeah,
of-
we got really off
Speaking
topic.
of Dark Magician Girl and
Where's this going? People can hear you.
I
Yeah.
know. So like, what's up with like Cyrus like having this?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Cyrus
Doesn't
and
Bastion
GX?
have a crush on
The Amazoness?
No, the little magician Pikaru, whatever her name is.
Card ejector? Is it?
No, there's like a I think it's like White Magician Pikaru. She's like a little like she's like
Yeah.
really small. And he's like, oh my, and I'm like, oh.
And then Cyrus is like, dude, Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
don't.
apparently, if you
As you
summon-
guys, as you noticed, I was rewatching season 2
Yeah.
today. I'm rewatching all of it.
apparently if you summon Thunder Nyan with Cyrus in Duel Links, apparently he gets really, really awkward about it.
Well, alrighty then.
Speaking of duelings, because it seems like this podcast just kind of went from being megatons just about whatever.
I mean, we still have I think we still
We
have,
still have
like
our topics.
one or two.
They added Neo Fusion, and
Yeah, but it's in a structure deck that you have to actually buy with real money and not
unless you have
gems.
1,000 gems.
Are the EX ones 1,000
It's
gems?
1,000 gems.
Dude, when the EX gem, I've seen. Remember when the EX packs came out the first time that you had to pay money for them.
Yeah, I saw it. I saved up my gems because I don't really use them for anything.
Right.
But yeah, I saw it the other day and I was like, click.
Yeah.
So I mean, but other than that, it's like $7. Like, what the fuck? You want to pay $7 for some digital cards? Go get the real ones.
Yeah.
These are-
Right. Yeah. Actually, I think all the cards in that structure deck cost way less than $7.
They cost way less. You can make that structure deck
Thing.
with like
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah, probably. I could fucking pull that structure deck out of my
You,
out of
you
my.
can
real
pull it out
time.
of your bag right now.
I probably couldn't. I think I don't have one of the cards in it, but you get the point. Like, it's probably super easy to make. So what do you guys? So promos. Let's talk promos. 2 cards from a set of 5 cards from the original blah, blah, blah. But then this says 2. So the thing I read before that included the different gods. That's bullet point number 2. Bullet point number 1 says 2 cards from a set of 6 new cards with art by Kazuki Takahashi. I think those 6 cards are the 6 I mentioned. Because I think there's only 6 of them. There's the Exodia, the Alternative Ultimate, Red Eyes Alt, Mana, Ankrivo, and then Max Magician. Yeah, so there's this exact. So that's probably what it is right there. But so I think we all pretty much agree that we think that the promos are going to be the 3 god cards, and then
Like Dark Magician and Blue
Blue
Eyes.
Eyes.
Blue Eyes.
I mean,
Maybe-
they would make the most sense, but there's so many.
There's
that-
so many that could. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, when you think about it, it's a gold sarcophagus tin, the 3 Egyptian god cards. I mean, like, if they really wanted to, like, they could have put like somebody like Merrick or somebody in there, but because it's 2, I would assume it's gonna be Dark Magician. And
This is fascinating. I'm reading it and I'm like putting things together, and I realized the variant packs, the promo packs,
Yeah.
they're gonna be random.
The random.
I read it. Look, listen. Each tin will come with 5 prismatic secret rare variant cards. That means it'll come with the promo pack.
Okay.
The promo pack will include 2 cards from a set of 6 new cards, with art by Kazuki Takahashi.
Oh.
2 cards from a set of 5 cards, they include the Egyptian God cards, and then 1 of 3 new World Premiere cards.
So that changes a lot of
They
things.
change a lot of things, so they're not confirmed promos, which is I think the first time that's been a thing.
So these are all randoms. These are like.
Well, they're not random. There's a very finite pool for them to come from.
Well, yeah, but like I mean, like each
It
a
means,
lot of the
you know
teams
what that
that
means. It means market price isn't going to change for a lot of things because there's still going to be random pulls. So it's still going to be a big luck based system, which kind of bums me out. But I mean,
I'm still buying like. 2.
I'm still going to buy the tin.
I'm buying like 2.
I'm probably gonna buy it if what you said is true. I'm
If I
probably
say it's true.
the whole because I still
You
need
still-
I want a real because I have a proxy.
Oh, the
Otherwise,
alternative,
alternative
yeah.
ultimate.
I mean, I imagine them being promos. I feel like promo cards aren't really worth that much. Usually
I
promo
would-
cards are worth maybe like 1/15 of what the actual.
I mean,
tin
except for the
was.
dual power ones. Those ones, dual power ones actually were kind of like $1 or a few
The
dollars.
blue were cheap.
Really, they were like
Dual power-
37 cents.
The day
Yeah.
they came out, I was looking
Oh, the
online.
day they came out, they were
The day
like
they came out, I can understand that, but like now they're all
Yeah,
like,
they're-
I think
they're
the only
pretty
one
cheap
that's
now.
The only one that's not is Stardust. Stardust is like $2,
Yeah, Stardust is still.
and I can get that. I can understand that one. A lot of people like Stardust.
Mhm.
I never watched 5Ds. I only watched.
I'm recently rewatching 5Ds, but I'm watching it in Japanese because it's just the superior way to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And I hate saying that. It makes me sound like a snob or something like that, but I really do think it is the better way to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you don't have to go through the 4-kid censors.
Oh, with the subs.
Yeah, you don't have to go through this with the subs. You
I'm-
don't have to go through 4-kid censors.
I'm
Plus,
just going to
plus,
YouTube.
you get to listen to all the badass anime openings and endings.
Mm.
Their openings are so much
Ending
better
3
than-
for 5Ds is literally the best song out of any Yu-Gi-Oh! Opening or ending I've ever heard. That's what I was rocking out to early today. It's a really good song. It's called like
I don't remember.
Ozone.
Oh,
I think it's like Ozone by Vispol something. I don't remember, but it's a really good song. I suggest listening to it. I suggest to everybody to go on YouTube, look up Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings all, and then watch as many of them as you can. You will instantly regret that you watched the dubbed version of Yu-Gi-Oh!
A lot of people will say that. The only one I ever watched fully Japanese was GX, just because I couldn't
Mhm.
bear to stand to watch the first 3 seasons in English,
Yeah.
and then watch the last one. That just angers me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna. I mean, I'm already in.
you're already in English, so you're just gonna have to continue.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to suck it up, dude.
That's probably
Well,
what
that's
I'm
the
doing.
problem. You can't find Japanese on unless you're on like Hulu or something like that, right? Like it's not. It's I know for a fact, or not Hulu, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
I know for a fact
So-
that the Japanese dubs. The only Yu-Gi-Oh show that has a Japanese dub that is on Hulu is Arc 5. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Is Arc 5? I think half of Zexal, because Zexal has a lot of stuff that had to get censored,
Mhm.
and 5Ds. So like all the newer Yu-Gi-Oh shows have their Japanese dubs on Hulu, but the GX and Dual Monsters do not, which bums me out because I have to watch them with ads.
Yeah,
on those services.
I'm just doing YouTube and with like I showed you the app, right?
Yeah.
It just so what the app does as this is the app you can call it. It's pretty much all it does is it changes the GPS to I'm something in US.
Oh,
now
NordVPN,
yeah, NordVPN.
yeah.
So
NordVPN sponsor. I hear it's decent. I hear it's really easy to get this sponsorship.
NordVPN sponsors video.
Yeah.
no, but yeah, I've been using that NordVPN. So now so I've been doing that. I'm in Australia a lot of the time. Believe it or not.
Sounds
Is it
like
nice?
that.
I heard it's nice down there.
Sounds
a lot
like
of things
sounds
to
like-
do.
Well, yeah, but he also don't forget you got to get a ground anchor though, which
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah. Can't wear any hats.
Yeah,
They just fall off your head.
yeah.
Fucking koalas just falling from the floor.
Yeah, I don't understand how that.
Yeah,
Like, you just
it's-
go down there. Everyone's
yeah.
just, they're falling.
Upside down. It's just so weird, right?
It's allowed
You
to.
can't play Yu-Gi-Oh because your cards fall off the table.
Yeah, you just
It's
go.
so
Oh
weird.
shit. Okay. I don't even know how to.
GX is free on YouTube though.
It is. Yeah. Original
It's-
dual, all of the original Dual Masters and all of our original GX type Ps, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're working on uploading our Zexal right now.
I'm just gonna point this out. Even though I haven't seen 5Ds, they obviously made a movie about Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei.
Mhm.
Those are clearly the main, the best three.
Those are my canon protagonists. After that, everyone's just fan fiction.
And yeah, everyone's just like those like the side stories that they picked up, like saw on like Reddit one day. They said, "Oh, that would work," and
Yeah.
so they just kind of made it.
I got a question for you guys, because this is something I tried doing the other day. Come up with a new summoning mechanic, or come up with a new game mechanic.
A new game mechanic.
Okay, actually, I have one immediately. Something that I think you actually asked.
Remember, it has to be different from other summoning mechanics. Like links open up new zones, synchros are adding, Xyz are overlaying monsters at the same level.
A new summoning
fusions are combining monsters.
It's something that you guys talked about that I kind of was just ghosting because I saw it late and I was like whatever.
Were you looking in the chat?
Yeah, because I was there and I was like whatever. I was like, and I saw it later. So with the whole link pointing down to your spell and trap zones.
Oh yeah.
So you're summoning into your spell and trap
I was
zones.
talking about how they should make a crystal beast monster.
Yeah, I heard that.
That when it points
I read
down
that.
to when it points down into the spell and trap card zones, any crystal beast it points to are once again counted as monsters and are allowed to attack.
That would be like some Crystal Beast support though.
That's why I said it's a crystal
Yeah.
beast monster. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a couple actually monsters that can do that.
Baby chick. They give little baby rainbow dragon.
Yeah, little.
Bro. Rainbow Dragon's chick. Boom. Did it. Done. I'm out. Bye, guys.
No, but
Konami.
unfortunately, I mean, you can do a couple archetypes for that, like artifacts. I know they go.
Oh
in
yeah, artifacts.
They go in the spell and trap zone. I don't think they go in the spell and trap zone.
Paleos?
I mean, Paleozoics
Paleozoics don't. They summon themselves as monsters.
for their trap cards already, and they just do that way, right? Most of them do that way.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Like I was trying to remember what I was trying to remember what crawlers.
I think so.
I don't remember what crawlers were. I just they're brief.
I don't know
memory.
what crawlers do.
I think okay. So if they were to make a new mechanic, I think the card color should be red.
Okay.
A red card color.
Okay. Like how red are we talking? Like we talking like Slack and the Sky
Slack-
Dragon red, or are we talking like a darker, like an
I
actual
think
more
Slifer-
defined red?
So like obviously when so I would say Slifer red, but only because not the one that they have for the Egyptian god, because I know those colors are like
Right.
on the cards are kind of weird. For like Slifer's just looks orange.
Yeah.
It's gross. But I mean like actual.
Jay. Please tell me you don't just have copies of the Egyptian.
No.
gods in here.
It's like I'm armed. So I win. I win the duel.
Oh,
Jay played his credit card.
dude.
Hang on, I have to authenticate this.
Okay.
I'm gonna negate that. It's called a phone bill. But no, yeah. So like the color would be like kind of like the color of your
I was
mouse.
just saying like the color of my mouse. See, I'm a weirdo. When I describe a certain color, I will often describe it as. I really want to say this. Have you guys? Okay, so you guys ever played the version of Monopoly where it actually comes with the, like it almost looks like a dual disc monitor where it's like the thing and it comes with those like blue translucent dice.
Yeah.
I describe that as, don't laugh at me. This is gonna sound really really stupid. I describe that as a juicy blue.
Juicy blue.
Juicy blue. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I imagine that if they made a red card, it would be a juicy red. Like,
Juicy
it would
red.
look like if that was a fruit, it'd be very juicy.
okay. I can't
Sorry.
say
Jello.
Jello.
That's
Jello
what
There
it
you
would
go.
it'd be like a really really dark Jello red.
a really really dark
Better.
Jello red, and I don't know what it would be called yet, but I'm sure I can come up with something like.
It would make sense that they have a different color altogether though for it.
Yeah.
Because they have purple, blue, like dark blue or blues for rituals.
Mm-hmm.
They have one. I mean, don't they have
Well,
blue
blues for
links?
rituals and links.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but it's like darker blue.
It's like
Bro,
darker blue.
hashtag dark synchro monsters. Do
Dark
you remember that from 5Ds? You didn't see 5Ds. So in
I
5Ds,
remember bits and pieces of
okay, so
5Ds.
5Ds, like at the beginning, there was like this. I don't even remember like if they kept doing. I think they did it like once, and there were dark synchro monsters. And the way you made them was you use a dark tuner monster, and then when you tuned it with another monster, the dark synchro monster's level had to be the difference between the dark tuner and the monster's level, instead of being the sum. So instead, you would be subtracting the tuner's level from the monster instead of adding it.
So it's reverse
It's
of tuner.
reverse, yes.
That's
And
actually
they
pretty
had-
cool.
The stars were on the different side, and they were literally inversed colors. They were like bluish purple stars.
I got
I'm
it.
guessing that didn't go well.
Well, they were never printed, so
I mean, they were only showed once, right?
I don't know. I think so. I don't remember.
Check it out. This is probably like this might be overpowered, but it could work.
That's
And
right.
I don't know what you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say they have like a set of cards, right? You have two cards.
Already overpowered.
True.
Anything that gives you 2 cards is overpowered.
No.
With the bandit.
You don't give it to. Out of greed. Which, by the way, I still don't know what that does. But like,
I mean, it's a mystery.
it's completely just it's out there. But so check it out. You have like 2 cards with like effects. They can't be like higher than like level 4 though.
Right.
Right. But they have to be like, I would say kind of like linking, but not linking. So instead of
Wow, real descriptive there.
no, so like with link monsters, how it has like a recipe, right?
Right.
But for this summoning, it's kind of like the same thing, except those 2 effects of the monsters, they both go to like the 1 card. So like both of those effects on.
So like 2 monsters that search your deck for a monster or something like that.
So like let's say there's a monster that the effect is you can negate like a face-up spell.
Right.
And this other one says when summoned or whatever, or like it lets you do some other shit. You merge them together, kind of like a fusion, but you bring like this red card out, and it has both of those effects, like added together.
Like both the
Both the effects.
or like the trigger or ignition for that effect gets combined with the effect.
The trigger ignition for that one gets combined with the 2 of those.
Ooh, that's actually
2
kind
of
of a
those.
really cool idea. That's actually a really good idea.
I don't know what you call that.
It'd be very hard to pull off.
Slingshot summon.
Why not?
Okay.
Slingshot
Why
summon. I
not
guess.
something like I had a name for I don't know. I had a name for. I had my own like summoning condition made up at one point, but I don't remember what it was. It was like it was almost like commanders almost. You would have one, and then if a monster
I mean-
with the same stats as it was destroyed, you could summon it or something like that.
Do you guys remember when they went through and they had the deck masters? Went to was it Digital World?
Digital World 2.
Oh yeah, they had the deck masters. Yeah.
Something like that.
Kariba.
Yes, he's the best deck master.
Lets me attack directly.
No, but the whole
Dark
thing.
Magician Girl lets me cheat.
Dark Magician. Holy crap.
No, Dark
I
Magician
mean-
Girl let Taya cheat.
Yeah,
Dark
you
Magician Girl
gotta
got-
look through the whole deck, right?
Dark Magician Girl got to help Taya. Like, what the fuck?
They
What I feel like they could do something like that, but obviously nerf almost every single.
Or they could bring the skills into.
Oh, you mean like what they do with
Speed
the
dueling.
speed dueling,
Yeah.
but like some like could make it skills.
Yeah, like so obviously, so for like, Bakura's, his skill is like Destiny board.
Right.
So like that card, that means you have to obviously get the word final on
Right.
there, or death if
Yeah.
you watch the Japanese one.
What?
Oops, sorry.
Didn't you have to have like a certain limit, or
It was each
just automatically?
turn. Each turn it went by.
Was it
It was a
automatically?
spell card though. I think it was a field spell.
I'm
pretty sure.
What?
Wasn't it a field spell?
The
No, for his skill. I'm saying,
for
didn't he have?
skill or?
No, for just like the Destiny board
I'm
itself.
saying, how did? Wasn't
no,
there a
Destiny board-
cost
No,
to
Destiny
use
board.
his skill?
Destiny
or-
board was a continuous trap card.
Yeah, it's continuous strap.
Well, no,
Right.
I'm saying to use his skill, then you have to do.
I don't
like,
think you're talking about skills.
No, I'm
We're
saying
doing
for,
both. We're doing both. I got confused what he was asking.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a cost to do so, but like if there
In
was,
Duel Links,
yeah.
there was. You had to have Dark Necrophene in your graveyard, and you had to have a certain number of monsters in your graveyard as well.
Mm.
And you had like 10 dark-
Because some dude on Duel Links, when I played against him, he used it from the beginning of the duel, straight off the bat. So I don't know what happened, but
There are
obviously
cheaters on Duel Links, let's be honest.
that's freaking whack. There's a lot of cheaters on.
It's because
I don't play it, so anyway.
I don't play it either. I think Celine does though. So
But yeah,
It's
I
fun.
think if they threw like skills into it, maybe that's not like a summoning condition.
I
But
realized
that's
I
just
was
like
just sitting in a frame, so I'm just kind of back.
Yeah, I know. It's like, welcome back.
Yeah, I realized I was.
You were
sitting
just
back.
like chilling in the back.
I was
so-
way out there.
I don't think you were in frame at all.
Yeah, well, I think I'm in frame now, so.
You might be.
Oops.
Who knows?
How about possible rarities that are going to come in this Megaton?
Just ghost
just
rares.
Shut the fuck up.
They should print some more Ghost Rares.
Am I the
I
only
don't-
one here who hates ghost rares?
I can't. Mm.
I
I-
fucking hate
you know,
ghost rares.
I don't
hate,
mind
I hate
ghost rares.
ghosts, golds, platinums, and ultimates.
What's wrong with ultimates?
That's all.
Ultimate rares look so ugly.
See, I can understand with the
I think
rest,
they ruin the
but
artwork.
gold. I hate gold with a passion.
Tell it. I'm okay with a gold. I'm okay with gold rare, but only if the boss monster of your deck is gold rare. Like if
Yeah.
you're playing Lightsworn and the only gold rare card in your deck is Judgment Dragon, I'm like that's badass. It's pretty cool. But if like you're playing your deck and fucking I don't know, you decide maybe I'll tech in I don't know Sentry Soldier of Stone or something like that,
And it's gold.
and it's gold rare, and the rest of your deck's like common and secret and ultra and shit like that, and you play it, and it's like that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It's so out of place.
possible? Like, do you mean like what kind of cards they would come in, or like just new types
Like
of rarities?
cards you remember coming out of these sets.
Yeah, I think.
What rarities? I think I can see Cyber Dragon Seeker getting like a super rare reprint.
I think they're gonna be all super rares, considering the fact that maybe not.
Well,
No.
Don't forget. Each 16 card mega pack has 12 commons, 1 rare, 1 super rare, 1 ultra, and 1 prismatic secret rare. So you have options.
There we go.
Well, that doesn't tell me what cards you think are going to get reprinted and what rarity.
Okay, I think for nostalgic reasons, I can't say Dark Necrofear. We're already about to get a Dark Necrofear.
Well, you have to remember what sets are in this. Flames of Destruction, Savage Strike, Savage Rise, and Soul Fusion. Like, what cards from those that you remember?
Oh, those are gonna be in the tin.
Yeah, those are in the tin.
I don't know. I was. They should. Infinite Impermanence. Is that what the name was?
Yeah, Infinite Impermanence.
Yeah.
I don't.
What did that come out?
That came out with dual power. It came out
Yeah, well,
reprinted dual power.
I know it came out on that, but I'm like, what did it actually come out of?
I'm checking right now.
Thank you. Because if it did come out of that, it would be a good opportunity to actually print it in common, like they did the Ash Blossom, just to get that fucking Ash, to get the the price
Flames of
down.
Destruction.
Huh?
Flames of Destruction.
So it's
It is probably in the tin. Yes.
Okay, so
then that wouldn't be a bad idea
It would not be a bad idea.
to put it in common.
I feel
They
like
should. I don't think they would, but it wouldn't be a bad idea if they did. Because,
Super.
Yeah, no shit.
I think they're gonna. I think Nebula. Fucking Brave Neos is gonna be secret rare. I think he's gonna be a secret rare.
Okay.
Because he's already ultra rare. So
Oh, he's a
or
super
super
rare.
rare, not ultra rare. Yeah, super rare.
I don't like. I want them to reprint all the stuff I want, but only in ultra rare.
See, you say that, but it's like, what's the chances?
Yeah, no. The chances of like they're gonna reprint Cyber Dragon Seeker is gonna be a super. They're gonna reprint Rev System. It's gonna be common. I'm still mad that what's it called? Emergency didn't get printed in Cyber Horizon. 'Cause that means I still can't get my hands on one.
I still think. Oh, fuck, what card? I don't know what card. There's so many.
There
We're
is.
not gonna. It's just like you said. It's all gonna be speculation.
Right.
I just don't like waiting.
That's very true.
Nobody likes waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, we waited a bit for dual power, and when it came out, I mean, a lot of people were not disappointed. And there's Cole.
Hello. Yeah, I think I said this already. I think I got one of the worst dual power openings ever. But
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, yeah, because when I opened mine, it was pretty good, and then I gave away a lot of my cards for like some.
foolish.
Hey, I wanted what I wanted.
You're a foolish fool, Jay.
If I'm gonna get my dangers, I'll get my
Is
dangers.
that a double negative? Did I just call him something good?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You're a foolish fool.
Yeah.
If I say you're an idiotic idiot, does that mean that you're really bad at being an idiot,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I think
are you
so.
just a really dumb idiot?
You probably.
Thank you for I'll just, considering how I am, I'll just say thank you.
There was something you said in the last podcast, and it confused the fuck out of me when I heard it, and then it confused the fuck out of me when I heard it again. We made a joke about me buying you cards, and he was like, "Is this like a Yu-Gi-Oh drug deal going on?" And then you went, judging from the way you are. I mean, I won't judge you about how you are, but I would like to see what you're on. The first half of that entire statement made no sense to me.
Cool.
You were like, well, knowing how you are, and I was like, or it was like based on how you look, and I was like, hold the fuck up, wait a minute.
Thank you for finally noticing that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you like flubbed your words or something, or if
I
you,
did.
like,
I messed
or
with
if you
my.
said it all on
I,
purpose.
See,
or-
look, I just did it again.
I didn't hear it. I think
You
you're
will
bullshit.
hear it earlier,
I think
later
you're-
on.
I think you're bullshit.
Sure.
I think if I were to replay it for you, you'd also not understand what you were trying to say until like the last sentence of the phrase.
Probably. Sometimes I just like I want to say something and I'm like, wait a minute, I want to say this, and then I say this, and then I'm like, wait, I say this.
What time is it? 3:48. 49 minutes. All right. I think it's good. I think we actually managed to.
We kind of one of our few things got off topic a little
Well,
bit.
I think we at least did a better job of going over our topic than last time.
Yeah,
I think we talked about Legendary decks for like what, maybe 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I think this time we spent a pretty good portion of our podcast talking about our primary topic. So thank you guys so much for watching this first video podcast. Hopefully it'll be video. If it isn't, that'll kind of suck.
And we were not looking at the camera whatsoever.
But I don't think you're supposed to.
No.
Unless you're doing like an ad read. By the way, this podcast brought to you by no. Jay, you're in charge of sponsorships now. I need you to go find me a sponsor. But
I approve this message.
I approve this message. But hopefully, Arin here is going to try to combine the two, audio and video.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm the editor.
If it doesn't, then hopefully the video will be good enough on its own.
I'm new here, brother.
We'll see here. Yeah. I like the idea of I've told Jay this. I like the idea of me and Arin being like the not the permanents on the podcast, but being like the host and co-host, and then bringing on someone else every other week or something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea.
Mm.
But
By the way, just gonna point this out because I heard about this. Oh my goodness! Jay literally at the end of the podcast.
I don't know what you're
like,
talking about.
He said, "This has been Aaron." He goes, I'm like,
which means when we end the podcast this time, you have to say it like that.
I have to say it like this.
Yeah.
This has been the podcast. My name's Aaron. Thanks for watching and listening.
But you seen the end of the you've seen the SpongeBob anime opening, right?
Yeah.
Have you too?
Which one?
The SpongeBob anime opening.
Yeah.
You're like at the end of the video where he's like, "Thanks for watching," and he just goes ballistic. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. Hopefully watching, maybe listening.
Whether you're watching or listening,
Thanks for tuning into this podcast. I think this was episode 10 of TCG Cardcast. Talk about yourself real quick. I want to do a proper outro for once. I don't want.
Are you doing a proper?
Well, we've already messed it up like 3 times. So
I know. We said goodbye like what? How many times now?
Well, I mean,
That was the first time the word goodbye has come up at all. So.
Oh, I mean, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
I just thanking them for watching or
Yeah,
listening.
can we just thank them for
We
being
gotta-
awesome
No,
people?
we're not.
We gotta show support for everyone that listens.
It doesn't-
9. Okay, so this is episode 10. This is our 10th podcast.
That doesn't sound like
Which is weird because, fun fact, this is the 10th episode of the podcast. This podcast started more than a year ago.
Oh, okay then.
There was about a 3, maybe 4 month break between podcasts. Uploaded another one. There was another 2 month break between that and the next one. So okay. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna put the laptop down real quick. I do want to talk about something real quick. We are gonna try to upload a podcast weekly. If not, it'll be bi-weekly. Whatever doesn't overwork us. And as long as there's still like a topic to talk about. Obviously, this week we got lucky. Megaton was talked about was leaked the day of us recording the last podcast.
Just wait, later on today they're gonna release like the
ban list?
the ban list or whatever.
Dude, if they do that, then we can pre-record our podcast with Nod.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a podcast with Invoke 101. We're gonna see if we can slowly get some guests on here, but we are gonna try to upload. So we are gonna upload maybe 3 times a week, a podcast and then 2 videos. Podcast always gonna be on Wednesday, so the podcast will always be the weekly upload. And if there aren't any other videos that week, at least you've got your weekly upload. So at minimum, there will always be at least a weekly upload on Wednesday as usual. But we are gonna try to do a maximum of 3 videos a week. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then we get the rest of those days to get ready to make more videos. I think that's a good idea.
Cool.
So, I think it's time we finally fucking end this podcast properly. So, thank you guys so much for watching this podcast, tuning in this podcast, listening to this podcast, doing whatever the fuck you want to do with this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys go into the comment section below. Tell us what you guys want to hear us talk about next. Go into the description, check out our Patreon and our Discord if you want to help support us. And hit the button in the center of the screen to subscribe on the spot. And hit the playlist in the upper left hand corner to check out our other podcasts. This has been Cole.
Aaron.
Jay.
Peace out, guys.
Dope.